Hey everyone, currently I'm making my way to Panama City Beach, Florida. I started pretty early this morning driving from Forsyth County, Georgia. Started the video here in Crawford, Alabama. We're gonna check out some roadside attractions, take the back roads, and if there's anything that I see that's cool that I can easily find a parking spot and video it for you guys, we're gonna check it out. Right here in Crawford, Alabama, here is the first mural of the Alabama Mural Trail. This one is super nice looking. There's one in Fairmount, which is right outside of Calhoun, Georgia, my hometown, as well. It's part of the Georgia Mural Trail. But this one looks like it's been done in the last couple months. This one's so nice. Very cool looking. That's awesome. Over here in the front, looks like a restored service station, what it would be. Candy, Coke, bread, Quaker State Oil, Crawford, Alabama. And you have where the gas pumps used to go, right off the highway, so it is pretty loud. Very cool. And then you do have where they would lift the vehicles up and change the oil. This place looks awesome. Continuing on. It's just nothing but nothing down these roads. Right now walking through Eufaula, Alabama. It's one of the nicer pass-through towns on your way to Panama City Beach, Florida. This sign for the Martin Theater. Very old school looking. And we made a pit stop in Eufaula to check out one of these more odd monuments that they have over here. I think it's right here in this median, so we're gonna go take a look at it. And here's the monument that I was talking about. It's a monument to a fish, Leroy Brown. Most bass are just fish, but Leroy Brown was something special. I wonder if that's where Jim Crow got the idea for his song. Leroy Brown, who was the baddest man in the whole dang town. Let's see. Tom Mann and Ray Scott were both lifelong friends and pioneers of modern-day bass fishing industry. A special thanks to Ray Scott for preserving this special piece of Eufaula history. And right here in the middle of downtown Eufaula, there's the water fountain that sits right at the intersection. It's not stuff you see a whole lot in my hometown or in areas that I travel through in Georgia specifically, but something you would see in Savannah, but not so much in North Georgia. And Eufaula's downtown, there's a lot more of the buildings have been preserved as well. Goes on for a while. And I guarantee you, this place gives out the best crew cuts and high and tights here in Eufaula. Rotating barber sign right across the street from the First Baptist Church. Stopped here at the Glenwood Cemetery in Chipley, Florida, and there's a grave that I want to check out here on my route to Panama. And I don't typically think to stop at cemeteries in Florida unless it's to visit the graves of former band members of Leonard Skinner in Jacksonville, Florida. You'll see more details about this grave in the future video. And long story short, it's the grave of Mary Nepper, who was buried twice, and this is her grave right here. But be looking out for the next video to see the details about why she was buried twice and everything that happened after her first burial. So stay tuned for that. Now, other than the grave I was previously here to visit, there's not really any notable graves here, but I do think it's interesting seeing this wrought iron fence around this grave. Back here in the corner, says Paul H. Carter, passed away in 1899, so this grave's over 100 years old. But I believe these trees are even older than that, just judging by the size of them. This is, I assume, a family plot. Potentially there may be more graves placed here, but just seeing the wrought iron and then all the growth on the wrought iron as well. It's really interesting to see. And this is a really nice cemetery too. Obviously there's going to be some graves here that are a little unkept, but these graves are so old that eventually they're going to start falling over. You see a lot of the taller ones have already done so, and they've just reattached them. There's actually a lot of burials around here that have that wrought iron too. There's some over there in the distance, and there's a few individual ones. Now, could be for family plots, but sometimes whenever people put those fences around it, it's supposed to be this way of protecting them from bad spirits, protecting their grave. So it's definitely kind of cool to see the wrought iron around these plots. Right here we have a tree kind of pushing this burial up, and it says 1901. Who knows, that tree could have been placed there at the time they were buried. And it's just kind of growing into the grave. And right here you'll probably see that issue with this one in the near future as well. Finally made it to Panama City Beach. Thanks for joining me. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Until next time.